Gamers, what was the first game you ever played? Pajama Sam and Freddy the Fish. I had to search the entire comment section for Pajama Sam. How in the world did I forget about Freddy Fish? Thank you for the nostalgia hit. Space Invaders on a floppy. Loved this. Me too. Simple but so good. Super Mario World on the SNES. Yes. This was mine. On a TV so old that it had a contrast color dial on the front that you could use to make the colors all funky purple/orange/green/blue, whatever you chose. I'd cry, but that made the game more fun for me because I could change all the colors and play a different looking game. For me it was either that or Donkey Kong Country. Damn, plenty of Atari games. I unfortunately remember E.T. because it's burned into my brain. I had to scroll way too far down to find my Atari 2600 brothers. This is what getting old feels like. My first game was Warlords. I was 5 years old and played with my parents and sister. The idea of a 4-player game using paddle controllers pretty much blew my young mind at the time. Second game was probably Combat. The early first-party titles for the Atari 2600 were pretty decent for their time. Remember Pitfall? I was doing speedrun before that was a thing, had to hit those crocodile heads just so. Ditto speedrunning on Space Invaders, hold fire button, hard right, hard left, repeat. Pong. Hello fellow old person. Me too, late 70s I think. Edit, I was a Commodore kid. Gorf and Cosmic Cruncher. Same, one game the size of a console. Abe's Odyssey. Follow me. Okay. Wasn't that game really hard? It also had some latency. Abe would always take a second to get moving. Tetris. Boom Tetris for Jeff, and if there's any modern Tetris players who wanna play a friendly game, me, you, Tetrio, tomorrow at 6. Some people are asking what time zone, I messed. Tetris 99, the greatest BR game. Super Mario Bros. I think. I was 9 years old when that game came out. I cannot stress enough just how groundbreaking that game was when it came out compared to what was available at the time. Most of us who were young when the NES came out had been raised on the Atari 2600, which, while decent enough for its time, was positively humbled by what the NES could do. The difference in quality between what we'd had up to that point and what Super Mario offered was immense, unlike anything we'd ever seen. People today talk about the difference in generation and technology between platforms like the PS4 and the PS5, but to someone like me that's been around a long time, going from the Atari 2600 to the NES was more akin to going from the PS1 directly to the PS5. Compared to the early days of gaming, everything looks incremental to me when a new platform is released now. We went from beeps and boops, sounds, and blocky squares and lines shooting little dots across the screen to actual fucking graphics and actual fucking music when the NES hit the scene. You kids today don't realize just how good you have it. Me too. These cheap browser flash games. Any specific ones? Learn to Fly is king. Pokemon Blue. Pokemon Crystal, and the story is funny. My old dentist when I was 5 had a prize wheel you could spin after your appointment. Usually it was some cheap toy from the dollar store. I actually managed to get the grand prize, which was a Game Boy Advance with a game. I was 5, so I had no idea what to pick, so he just said pick a color, and that's how I ended up with Pokemon Crystal. Lol. Still one of my favorite games ever. Pokemon Yellow for me. With the special edition yellow Game Boy Color. What a fucking awesome Christmas that was. Pokemon Red Edition. You and the Blue Edition kid need to go fight. Red Gang for life. Sonic 1, the day my father got home with a Mega Drive/Genesis. Still have them, both the game and the console. Edit, oh shit, just remembered that I played Enduro at my cousin's house before that. I have no recollection, but I know it happened. I'm playing Sonic on my phone. It's harder than I remember. I'm stuck on level 3 Act 3. But then again, I don't have a whole day to play like I used to. Can't believe I had to scroll down this far to find a Sonic game. Spyro at age 4. It was in English because I didn't know how to set it in German, and I run around and played how I wanted to and never left the first world. Still love it to this day. Grew up with Spyro 2. Have you tried the remake? It's so beautiful. The nostalgia hits hard. Spyro the Dragon was my childhood. Looking back to it now, it looks easy. But for 7-year-old me, that game absolutely frustrated the hell out of me. Can't tell you how many times I fell to my death and felt like rage quitting. The Lion King on Sega Mega Drive/Genesis. I was about 6 years old. Edit, to everyone getting nostalgic in the comments, SNES/Mega Drive Lion King and Aladdin Double Pack are up for sale on the Nintendo Switch store, or you can emulate it. Double edit, for the 10+ people so far who have told me that the Aladdin Mega Drive/SNES versions are entirely different games, you're right, and I know. But the Switch package does carry both the Mega Drive and SNES versions of The Lion King, with all of its absurdly small differences. Which is the better game anyway? Fight me. Did you make it past the jumping on giraffes' heads level? I didn't, I was 5. Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Hell of a first game. My parents didn't approve of video games, but when I saw Oot at my cousin's house I was enchanted. I remember reading the strategy book and gave my older cousins tips on Gerudo Fortress. I was obsessed, played Pretend Link Adventures. Later on my parents asked me to choose my 8th, 9th birthday present between N64 and Swing Set. I wanted Zelda so bad, but I could see in their eyes that they wanted me to play outside, so I chose the Swing Set. I ended up not playing on it that much. We had just moved from big open sky pasture land in the countryside to the suburb my mom grew up in, and the fenced yards and city noises all around me felt claustrophobic and scary. So I just read books in my room. Finally GameCube came out, my parents reconsidered, I told them playing a game was like being inside a book, and I fell in love with Wind Waker. Age of Empire 2 Vanilla with my dad. I think it was in 1999. At the time, I refused to kill the sheeps and I would cry if it happened by accident. Same. One of my oldest memories is my older sister teaching me to play Age of Empires 2 at age 4. I learned left from right from the tutorial on how to select units and give orders. Still a game I play today, albeit in definitive edition remake form. One of the very best video games ever conceived. An education game from around 1990 where you had to make a dam by spelling words. Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.